Welcome to Living 757. Thank you guys for showing up to watch us again. Patricia has the day off, but we are gonna have enough fly for the three of us. Check out these boots this girl got on. She got some sparkly, like, what are you doing? Like, are you about to go do something that we didn't
I
know?
think glitter makes people happy. So
You've been watching Trolls way too. You've clearly been watching. Please don't sneeze.
oh yeah, you know what happens when a troll sneezes. There's glitter everywhere.
Yes,
no,
yes.
I don't know. I have only worn them a few times, and I do feel like when you walk into a room wearing some crazy, like, sparkly shoes like this, it kind of changes the feel.
Yeah.
It's like,
but,
oh, that's fun.
well,
Like, you can't not have fun in sparkly boots.
well, no, like, I could not have fun with sparkly boots, so you could, but if I put them on, they're gonna think I'm Prince. So we are not doing.
I don't know that you would fit in my shoes in the first
You know
place.
what? I would have the worst toes that I currently have. Already, these little balled up little knots. But you know what? The boots reminded me of back to school shopping, right? Because we, you know, it's
yes.
like me and you are both parents of children that are in school and getting prepared for school. Mine is a high schooler.
Just made the varsity volleyball
Hey,
team.
you know
I'm
what?
gonna toot Ashlyn's horn. Go
Yeah.
Ashlyn.
Beep, beep. Now,
Yes.
you are a mother of a son that's in his last stages of pre-K, right before the bit K. So talk to me
Yes.
about the feeling of this last year, I guess, of preparing for back to school.
They say that the days are long, but the years are short.
Right.
And that is 100% true, because I feel like it's just yesterday that he was born. And I was like, oh, I want you to sleep through the night. And then he did. And then
Right.
it's like, I want you to move. And then he did. And now it's like, oh no, slow down. I don't want you to go to school yet.
I'm telling
I
you.
do want him to go to school, but I don't.
Right,
It's-
right.
I
Well,
don't
I
know.
mean, I know it can be
It's
a
like
little...
an inner struggle.
Yeah, but so that first day of school, I know is always weird. Like, I don't know how you guys were growing up, but in my time, since I'm a dinosaur to you, in my time, we would lay out, we would lay out our clothes the night before, and then we would go to sleep, and that's the last thing we saw before we closed our eyes, because we knew those Wrangler jeans I had in Texas, the stiffest pair of pants my parents ever bought me, and I'm so glad they don't buy me those jeans no more. Wranglers, Rustlers, and everything overstarched, but I was so excited for that first day of school.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, even though you're a dinosaur,
I should
We-
hit you with the shorthand.
we
Right.
did the same things though growing up. Yeah, you gotta pick your first day outfit. It has to be fresh. One thing we didn't do that they do now
Right.
is the signs. Like, this is my first day.
Yes, we
and
did that with
it's
Ashley.
at this
Yeah.
school and with this teacher, and this is my favorite book, and this is my favorite food. Parents, don't do that. Don't post where your kid goes to school and their teacher's name on social media, because
Ooh.
it's not safe.
Hold up. So just a quick transition. The
Yes.
first time you dropped Adrian off, what was the difference in your reaction versus Keith's? Because men always have a different reaction than the mom.
Keith was at work,
Oh, okay. Well, she just...
but he didn't think it was like a big deal.
Right.
He's like, oh, how did it go? And I'm like sobbing the entire way. I'm like, "Ah."
That's how you cry?
Yes, that's exactly how I got. Actually, I think you saw me that day because we had writer's room.
That's right. Yes.
So
yes.
I got on writer's room and I'm like a sobbing mess. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, I just dropped Adrian off at school. He
Yeah.
was going for a total of like 3 hours, from like 9 to noon. But to me, it was forever.
Right. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. When me and Brina dropped Ashlyn off, and this was pre-K, right? I'm a man, so you know I'm cool about. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be really cool. So I'm
like-
holding in all of my emotions. All I see is Brina from behind as she's walking. She ain't telling me that she's crying. All you see is shoulders. Just as she's walking, I said, "Are you dancing or are you crying?" And she's like, "Just don't do this." So she's gonna hate that I told that story, but shoulders. Hey, sorry about that. But yes, so y'all take it a little bit differently than we do, but you know, it is
Well,
back to
that's
school.
our baby.
It's our baby too.
It's our baby that we birthed, that we're sending off into the wild.
But it's our child. Like, why would you take that? You know what? I'm not even gonna argue with that. What I will say is this.
Did you birth Ashley?
Next subject. I'll probably be crying as worse as you. So, but for kids going back to school, for the last hurrah for the parents and the kids, check this out. You guys can go to, it's a free public event, okay, and it's going down Sunday, August the 25th, okay? This is Greenbrier Farms Summer Bash. Now, this is pretty cool. They got, as you can see on the screens, carnival rides, and they got a lot of free stuff, too, like inflatable water slide, baby pools, what is it, hayride? Have you ever done a hayride before?
Yes.
Yes.
At Greenbrier Farms.
Right. And then they, and that's what the ride looks like.
On this show.
And then you get off, and then you got hay stuck in your, you know what?
Well, no, that's why you do the ride, because you're not in the hay.
I'm trying to pick them out my legs and pants.
You do the ride and you ride by the hay and you kind of like wave to it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, you say hi and all this
I'm
stuff.
kidding. It's like a pumpkin patch thing.
What?
You take the hay ride to the pumpkin patch.
Right. Okay. Well, then, you know.
Do you even like fall?
No, you know, I don't like anything. Okay? I don't like summertime because of
Accurate.
mosquitoes. I don't like Christmas time because it's Christmas. Okay? I think we already know about that.
You're a
But
mean one, Mr. Grinch.
it's not that time yet. Just give it a couple of more months. It's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
But
It's coming.
also,
I'm gonna paint
this
you
is a
green.
dunk tank too, I believe. So the police and the sheriffs and the fire departments, you can dunk a department. So it's a lot of fun to be had prior to school. So definitely get out there and do your thing. And also, Ashley, when it does come to school, did y'all ever used to do the little letters back in the day, like, do you like me? Yes
Check
or no?
yes or no.
Right. Did y'all do that too?
Yes,
It was
we
like a little
did.
secret thing, and you open it up.
It was.
Oh, that was my joy. And then Peter Garcia. If I ever see Peter Garcia, he stole my woman. 4th grade, I'm gonna find you.
And if he doesn't, I'm going to find you.
Yeah.
Just like this lady in Florida found a message in a bottle.
Really?
Get this, it sounds like something out of a Disney movie or something out of a storybook, but after Hurricane Debbie came through, she was walking on a beach right on the outskirts of Tampa, that's where she lives. She was picking up trash. She gets to her like 3rd trash bag and she finds this bottle. And she said that it was really obvious that you could see like the writing on the letter. So she took it home with her because she knew that it was something different.
Yeah.
She could just tell. So she dumps out the contents. There's sand, there's a bullet casing, a mini cannonball, and a coffee stick. It's from 1945, which, you know, is World War II era.
Yeah.
And get this, it traveled down to Florida from Little Creek Base, Navy base here. That's where the letter originated.
And they found it where?
In Florida, like outside of Tampa on the beach after the hurricane.
I wonder if Peter Garcia had anything to do with that letter. And that bullet was meant for
If
me.
he was alive in 1945, you are older than I thought.
Well, you know what? We'll figure it out when we do the full math. Now,
Oh, stop it. But the finder of the letter's name is Suzanne. She really wants to find the people who this belongs to.
Okay.
It's something very personal. A soldier wrote a letter to a girl, kind of updating her on his life. She wants to get it back to the family. So if you have any information, make sure you check it out on social media, share it. You know, that's the way people are finding each other these days. It's amazing what you can do on social media.
well,
Did you see the story? This is totally off script. Did you see the story about the people on the plane and the girl looks over and this guy is clearly like messing somebody who wasn't his wife? She posted it on X, and by the time they landed, social media had found his wife.
oh.
You caught, bro.
Oh, wow. Okay, so, you know, snitches do get stitches. Okay, I just want y'all to know that. All right. Now, what I will say, when it does come to messages, we want to send a message out to our very own right here in Chesapeake, the champions of the Summer Games, the track and field star, the guy Quincy Wilson.
Yes.
And
Grant Holloway.
And Grant Holloway from right here in Chesapeake. So shout out to those guys. We want you guys to know, bring your gold medals right here to Live in 757. I'm calling you too, Grant Holloway.
Yes.
All right. Bring your gold medals right here to Live in 757. Who knows? I mean, maybe Quincy will qualify and race you. Okay? Yeah, I'll do it.
We talked about this, the audacity of you to put yourself next to people who just won gold medals in Paris.
I mean, I'm just gonna shoot my shot. So, give me a shot. Yeah. But hey, look, we got a great show going on today, don't we?
We do. We have a gold medal winning show for you today. We are so excited. We are getting sweet with O's Donuts. And then we've got Crash the Party headliner, Frank Townsend.
That's right, and we'll be lighting your lives up with Norfolk candles, but it's also backpacks, buses, and it's all about back to school safety. I almost stumbled over that, right? So stay right there. We are just getting started. It's going to be a fun show today. I cannot wait to get started. Look at these boots. Ooh.
Coolest show in town. We'll be right back.
It matches your lipstick, too. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to Living 757. Of course, school is back in, right? And with school starting a little bit earlier than it has in the past in this area, it's very important not just for parents, educators, but also the drivers on the road to be aware of the safety for the children going to and from school. And back to give us a little bit more information about how we can prevent those wild incidents. We have attorney at law with Huffman and Huffman, Zach Hutchison, back with us. How are you doing, Zach?
I'm good, Quincy. Good to be here.
Zach is back.
That's right.
I like
Zach is
that.
back.
Zach is back. So, Zach, what are some of the most important things that makes this time of the year very critical, like back to school?
Yeah, absolutely. With back to school, we see an uptick in the volume of not only vehicles on the roadway, but we see a lot more pedestrians, a lot more bicyclists on the road. When you factor that in with young children being at school bus stops, waiting for their ride in the morning, and what's present all year long, drivers not paying enough attention, you kind of put it all together and mix it up and kind of create a safety hazard. So this time of year, it's a time to be more vigilant when you're driving your vehicle.
More vigilant. Now, what are some of the most common accidents and incidences that can happen on the back to school days?
Sure. So this time of year, we do see the uptick in pedestrian and bicyclist accidents. For one, we see that especially in and around busy intersections. We do see an uptick in accidents involving school buses, whether that's a school bus and another vehicle, or sometimes school buses letting children on and off the school bus. Sometimes we can see an issue with the pedestrian aspect of that.
Yeah.
And then two, or three, this would be school zones. That's a big area of concern this time of year, especially school pickup and drop off. So you see a lot of vehicles, a lot of pedestrians in a small space.
Yeah.
It can create all sorts of problems.
Yeah, now you mentioned, as we looking at some of the pictures in the video here, you mentioned the school zones, right? So a lot of the school zones, they don't have traffic cops there or police cars there. Like, these are just signs, speed limit signs, and they have flashes on them. And sometimes the flashes don't catch people like me speeding through the speed zones and through the school zones. And I've done it twice. I'm not proud of it.
Yeah.
I've done it by accident. One, I got caught, and the other one I was able to get out of it because school wasn't actually in at the time, and so I was able to call and let them know that. So, other than watching out for those type of signs, what's the most important part about being in the school zones?
Well, it's like I said before, you've got to make an effort to be more vigilant, especially this time of year, because within those school zones, you see the pedestrian traffic, you see the bicyclists crossing the roadway. So you've got to be on lookout for that,
right.
But you've also got to watch your speed. And then, unlike you, I'm going to take the fifth or plead the fifth. But it does happen. But you definitely have to watch your speed with good reason in these zones.
So because you're right here, I can ask you this. So if there's a situation where you didn't see the flashes on, but you were speeding through a school zone, how do we get out of that?
I don't think you do.
Come on,
I don't
talk
think that's
to me,
going to
Zach.
hold up in court, unfortunately. Yeah, but if the lights aren't flashing, that's one thing. But the time of day should kind of tip you off to
You know what?
traveling.
It's so interesting because these pictures are so clear and evident that it was you.
Oh, yeah.
Like sometimes you can look right through the windshield. You'd be like,
Oh, in high definition.
oh yeah, that's me looking right up at all the bad things that I shouldn't have been doing. So now, in addition to being safe with that, if there is an accident, how do people go about, I guess, contacting you guys, but what are the next steps?
Yeah, obviously. Well, you're entitled to seek compensation for the medical expenses if you have a family member or a child who's hurt in a school-related accident with a bus or in a crosswalk, something like that. Obviously, reach out to an experienced personal injury attorney. The attorneys at Huffman and Huffman, we see these accidents, unfortunately, too often. We are very familiar with them, so I would say give us a call. We're happy to answer any questions you have and help out with the process.
Okay, now for the parents out there, what are some of the tips that you can give those parents about when their kids are going to those bus stops and things of that nature?
Talk to them. I think that's the main thing. Have a conversation with your child about, if they're walking to school, they're riding their bicycle to school. You want to make sure that you talk to them about the route they're going to take. Maybe we avoid this busy intersection, we take this one instead. If you want to take it one step further, you could obviously walk the route with your child. You could ride the route with them on the bicycle.
Yeah.
But just have that conversation with them. I think that's best practice.
Okay, well, you heard it here, have that conversation, and you also heard I cannot get out of any of those speeding tickets. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we certainly do appreciate it, and if anybody can get in contact or wants to get in contact with you guys, I believe your information was up there on the screen. If it wasn't, we will put it right back up there again.
422-HELP is the phone number.
422-HELP, and it's brothers-in-law.
That's right. Huffman and Huffman.
That is not how they sing. That is not how
I
they
butchered it, yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much for those tips, Zach. We certainly appreciate it. Now let's take it over to Ashley, where I believe she's with someone that's going to light up our lives.
Q, you didn't tell him you were going to make him sing. Come on, man. But you're right, our next guest is the light of your life, and candles are the light of his life. So let's welcome the owner of Norfolk Candle, Brandon Brinkley. Hey!
Hi, Ashley.
Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for bringing all of this. I feel like aromatherapy is huge, and the fall scent immediately just made me woo-saw when you walked in. So thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, I understand that you left a blossoming career in fashion to come back and do candles. So what prompted that? What made you get started?
The pandemic. Unfortunately, I was working Fashion Week and I was doing big shows with Carolina Herrera and others. And it was Market Week, and then it said shutdown was coming. So I said, get me out of here. So I came home back to Ghent, and it's been wonderful being back home in the community. And then I started the candle business from that.
I love it. First of all, Ghent is the perfect area for something like this. And you have a brick and mortar there. So what will people find when they come into the store?
Oh, I love our store so much. There are so many great gifts. You will find items from any boutique you would think of, sweaters. We have beautiful gift cards, art prints, local artists, and we also carry national artists. So you can come by and see us down in the Selden Market downtown.
Yes. So much art. Now, we have some hardware in front of us. So what exactly do we have going on?
Oh my gosh, you're behind the scenes. So we have our little our wax melter.
Okay.
We have our pitcher, which the wax will go into, our oil, and our vessels.
Oh my goodness, live TV, folks. We've got stuff jumping off the shelves in here. Okay, so this is what we're pouring, right?
Yes, so this beautiful one. So I was a professional shopper in New York for a long time. So I shopped for Broadway and TV shows. Now I get to shop for glass. So it's beautiful that we can bring beautiful pieces and make it eco-friendly for our customers.
Yes, I love it. Now, can you walk me through the process?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so first I'll start pouring a little wax here.
Okay, and you guys can't see, but on this side of the table, we have a spout. So he's getting some wax out into his pitcher. Now, something that you guys have been doing recently is you've been allowing people to bring in their own vessel.
Yes, it's been really nice. A lot of people have family heirlooms that remind them of their cousins, grandmothers, and people like that. So then they bring them to us. We fill them, and they give them out as holiday gifts, birthday gifts, all kinds of wonderful things.
I love that. And also, you could just get stuff that kind of matches everybody's personality.
Right.
And then you can also pick the scents, right?
Yeah, you can come in, you pick your hand, select the scent, you tell us which one you're resonating with, and you're like, ooh, this smells great with lemon, so we'll do a lemon vibe, and then you can burn through it, you can bring it back to us and make it a holiday candle. So.
And then you also have crystals
Yes.
in the candles.
It keeps the color, it's beautiful. I used to do flowers in them, but now the crystals just stay beautiful. And then once we do a refill, we just put them right back on the top. So they look just great all the time.
I love it. And what is or is there more than one purpose behind the crystals?
Well, different colors mean different things for your body, but it's really, I let the customer put their intentions into the candle making. I don't really put just positive energy. I put positive energy into it. But
I love that. And your candles are made to bring people joy. So what do candles mean to you?
oh my gosh, they mean so much now. We give back to so many nonprofits. So with like Chosen Family or PFLAG Candle, we've donated $3,000 to a local nonprofit here that supports LGBTQ causes. And that's the down on the amber and this one here also. So when you buy this vessel or even the Chosen Family jar, we give back. So to me, it just, a candle can be more than just a wick. It just lights a flame and you have a little warmth and then joy too.
Yeah. Okay. So
Here we
show me
are.
how to do this. And,
Okay.
And while you pour, I'm going to ask you some more questions.
Yeah.
But first, I want to see how the magic happens.
So we're doing Morning Ritual, which is our olive and beautiful lemon and rosemary scent. So we'll just put a few ounces in here. That's good.
Okay.
And then we pour our wax. Yeah, I love this one.
Ooh. Oh, it smells so
It's
good.
very light and clean. And then we
Yes.
have this here too.
And this is, to me, this is the time of year to stock up on candles.
Oh, absolutely,
too.
yep.
Because you're going from being outside a whole lot, the weather's cooling off a little bit, and everybody wants their house to be cozy. And what is more cozy than candles?
Right. I mean, I have my candles burning in the morning when I have my coffee, when I do anything. I'm on TV. I'm burning my candle constantly.
And your candles are vegan, they're organic, they're chemical free, so you can burn them without feeling guilty for
Right.
everyone else in your home,
And
which is huge these days.
It is, and it's pet friendly. Like a lot of candle makers, they announce that their candles are pet friendly. So
Yes.
absolutely, these are too. No harmful chemicals.
Yes. Okay, now
A little stir.
you mentioned that you do collections to give back to different communities within our community. What are some of your favorite causes that you've been a part of?
Well, we've been part of Equality Virginia, which has been great. Virginia Stage Company, which was really fun to do. Like when the
yeah.
shutdown happened, we had the Show Must Go On candle for them, so it helped raise funds for them while they were shut down. And the LGBT Life Center here in Norfolk. So that
we
one.
love them. And I know you do some special stuff for like Halloween too. So a little teaser, what can people expect for the holidays?
Oh, pumpkin candles. We do like a caramel apple. We do spiced donuts. And we have some new releases coming out pretty soon too, like haunted house caramel. It's delicious.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna follow along because I love all of those things. Can you tell our viewers where they can find you and follow you?
Absolutely. We are on Instagram, we're on Facebook and TikTok, and we are at www.norfolkcandles.com.
Thank you so much, Brandon. And this
Oh my gosh, you're welcome.
smells amazing.
And this one is yours.
Oh my goodness, thank you so
You're
much.
so welcome. Thanks for having me.
You guys all have to go to Norfolk Candle and check it out because I promise you, like just wake up and smell the roses. All right, well, thank you again for joining us. Now we've got to take a break, but when we come back, we're gonna trade the awesome smell of these candles for the sweet smell of donuts. Don't go away. Welcome back to the coolest show in town. Now, my question for you is there anything better than hot and fresh donuts? The answer is yes, but only when those donuts are right here in our studio. So please join me in welcoming the owner of O's Donuts. Let's welcome Allie. Hi.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to have you here. It is no secret that I love food and especially sweets. So I'm excited to get to know you and of course to get to try the donuts.
Oh, yes.
Now you all have been through a lot as a business. You closed your doors during COVID, you reopened in 2022. What prompted you to reopen the doors?
So from a young age, I've always wanted to own my own business. And when my family had closed it because of COVID, I graduated from James Madison.
Okay.
So I thought it was a perfect time to give the donut store some life back.
Yeah.
And so I came in there and put my own little flair on everything and added coffee to the menu. And here we are.
Oh my goodness. And you guys always make your donuts hot and fresh. So somebody comes in, there are no donuts like sitting in a case. You make everything fresh to order.
Yes. So the moment you walk in the door after you order, you can see our whole process. We make them hot and fresh after someone orders them. So they are always going to be delicious.
And who comes up with the flavors?
I do. I come up with all of the flavors.
That sounds like probably, besides eating it, the most fun part. And
Oh, yes.
speaking of coming up with the flavors, we have some tools here. So what are we going to be doing today?
So I brought all of the tools. We are going to be making a blueberry cheesecake, a strawberry
Ooh.
shortcake, and a holy cannoli, which is one of our customers' favorites.
Oh my goodness. Okay, which one's first?
So I think we should kick it off with the holy cannoli. What do you say?
Let's do it. Let's do
Okay,
it. I'm
awesome.
ready.
So I think we can just go ahead. Let's grab this donut right here.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
And I have some glaze for you.
All right. And what do I do?
So,
So you
we
guys-
just go ahead. I'll do the dunking for you.
Okay.
All right. And then once your donut is nice and glazed,
You made that look so easy. I feel like every time I try to dunk something like that, it ends up swimming and then I'm fishing it out.
I've done it a few times. Yeah, I've had my practice.
Maybe on purpose too, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what kind of glaze is that?
So that is just our traditional glaze.
Okay.
And so next we are going to add our cream. So we can just go ahead and insert that in the middle there.
Y'all. Oh my goodness.
And I will let you do the honor of the chocolate chips. So we are just going to dump some chocolate chips right on top of there.
Dump them?
Yes.
Like a lot?
Yeah, however many you want.
I feel like my son right now. My 4-year-old would have a field day with this.
He'd love it.
Okay, I feel like that's pretty.
It
Do you
is.
like that?
It's beautiful. And
Okay.
then the last thing
Art.
we're going to do is put our powdered sugar on there. So
Ooh.
finishes off our cannoli.
I like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that, guys.
I think that looks beautiful.
Did you come up with this flavor?
I did. I thought it was a fun twist on the cannoli, and people seem to love it.
Absolutely. And you mentioned that you guys also have coffees, but it's not just your regular run-of-the-mill coffee. It's sourced locally, and there are lots of fun flavors. Can you tell us more?
There are. So with the donuts, it kind of inspired me to also make a crazy fun coffee menu as well. So we have a sugar cookie latte. That's one of our fan favorites. The lavender honey is my favorite.
Yum.
But we do seasonal flavors as well. We are bringing back our bourbon caramel cold brew. So
Ooh.
yes, definitely watch out for that.
And what else is coming in the fall?
Ooh, we are going to be bringing back our apple cider cake donuts. And then we will also have our pumpkin and cold brew and all of the fun fall flavors.
I know where I'm going in the fall.
Oh, yeah.
And you really have something for everyone. You have gluten-free Fridays, right?
We do gluten-friendly Fridays. So every Friday you can come in store. We do make those ahead of time.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and order those
All
and we
right.
will have them ready for you.
Okay, let's decorate one more.
Let's do it.
We're running out of time, so let's do it quickly. And I also want you to tell the viewers where they can follow you on social media, your website, where they can find you.
Yes, of course. So you can find us at O's Donuts Norfolk on Instagram and Facebook. We are also on TikTok as well. And then our website is osdonutsnorfolk.com.
All right.
And
okay.
then let's finish this off with the blueberry cheesecake.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna start you off with your blueberry filling in the middle.
Okay. Okay, so all your donuts are filled.
They are, yes. So
Yum.
we'll have that in the middle.
All right.
And then you can go, do you wanna try doing the cream cheese?
Sure. How do I
Okay.
do it?
So you're just gonna squeeze the cream cheese. We'll do it right around there.
Just right like this?
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
It's okay if it's messy. It'll still be delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Messy. That's okay.
That's looking good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll top it off with some graham cracker.
Yum.
Yeah.
Okay, I should have put more cream cheese.
That's okay.
Now I see
You can have
that.
more.
All right, well, while I try these donuts, we are going to go from one of my favorite sweet treats here to some eye candy in the other studio. Q, what's going on?
Oh, hold up. Oh, she's not calling me eye candy? Okay, all right, I am so sorry. Those donuts look very good, Ashley. I'm sure they taste good. Save me one. And before I get too distracted, it's time to get down to business because our next guest, he's cool. He gifted us an early 5-year show anniversary gift in the studio. I'm not gonna lie, we kind of take pleasure in walking all over it. I'm talking about our brand new carpeted studio right here. I'd like to welcome to the show Mr. Eric Stevens of Eric Stevens Flooring. How are you doing?
Good, happy to be here,
Hey,
man.
man, I'm glad that you're here. It is so cool to finally get a chance to meet you because we have a similar contact, Christine.
That's right.
Right?
Christine's a good friend of mine.
Yeah. So we put out the word. We were looking for somebody that can come take care of our studio, and you responded. She connected you with us, and voila. So I got to ask you, man, how did you feel when you came and you saw the eyesore that we have been seeing for years? And what was your first thoughts?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, it's all too common. You know, somebody came in and kind of haphazardly pushed these boxes together and then, you know, they had some carpet scraps that they just kind of pieced together and stapled down.
There was a lot of seams
Yeah,
and
you
stuff,
know,
right?
it was just somebody making use of some carpet scraps and be like, hey, all right, it's covered, it's good. Everybody's just going to walk on it and do their thing. It was a bit unsightly, but you could tell they were trying to make use of these platforms that were originally meant to come apart and go back together.
I got
so,
you.
know, probably just a handyman doing the best he could. You know, That's the
Okay.
type of stuff I see every day.
All right, so let's talk about this right here. So this is just basic industrial.
This is a
type of
standard
carpet.
commercial broadloom. You'd find this in a lot of different office settings. Sometimes people have it in residential places, but in all likelihood, you'd see it in an office or a retail situation.
Yeah.
It's designed for long-lasting durability.
Okay, yeah.
You know, the loops are tight and, you know, woven together in such a fashion that it's designed to withstand lots of high abuse and high traffic.
Yeah, well, because we happen to have two lovely ladies that wear high heels all the time. So.
Oh, absolutely, and it can withstand a lot of getting walked on for a long time to come.
Cool,
And,
cool, well-
you know, that's what we go for when we know something's gonna get seeing a lot of feet.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a night and day, like what you did for our stages here. But let's talk about your background. So, what is the extent of your flooring background?
So, you know, I got started, basically hopped into a guy's van one morning. This was back when I was just out of high school.
Yeah.
And as soon as I started to learn the trade, I fell in love. I was able to express myself through my work. You know, there is a lot of artistic expression in flooring, believe it
Yeah.
or not. And my mom was an art teacher, so I was able to instill all those craft abilities. And of course, as a high school and middle school student, I was a wrestler. So being on the floor, it just fit.
Yeah.
So, you know, it all made sense for me, and I just did it and never looked back, you know?
Okay, now, do you ever get any flashbacks? Like right now, there's nothing but air and opportunity, huh? It sounds like a wrestler. Look like you see this thing's all right, Quincy.
Well, you know,
No,
basically, you know, flooring can be a very rigorous type of business.
I
I
would
mean,
imagine.
it is a construction trade, so we got a lot of heavy lifting, but, you know, again, I'm also able to express myself through my work. You know, this is something people are going to see in their homes or their businesses every day, and I really care about what the end result is. And, you know, we do work with tile, hardwood, mosaics,
Hold
you
up,
know,
so
all kinds
you
of stuff.
do more than just carpet and hardwood. Like, I understand
Absolutely.
that you take care of like like what type of subflooring situations?
Yeah,
are we
so,
talking
you
about?
know, sometimes people have rotted subfloors and, you know, from water damage or something like that, and we just go in, you know, we rip out and correct all those issues.
Yeah.
Or people have unlevel floors from where different work's been done through different years. And sometimes you just simply have bad slabs that are, you know, sloping and humped, and we were able to correct those issues and get you right with your next floor.
Right, so there's no job that you haven't seen. As we can look at a few of your pieces of work here, man, it's you know, it's amazing. And I know that you have to be very meticulous when you are laying down floor. It's not just you just cut pieces and put them in
Right.
place. It's got to be like math comes into play, right?
Absolutely,
You know,
absolutely. You know,
measurements.
Some flooring is you know, easier than others, but in a lot of cases, you know, what I'm doing does require a lot of attention to detail, and you have to be meticulous. And and also efficient with your time. So,
problem.
You know, that's just one of those things about it is I've got a passion for, you know, giving people, you know, a beautiful presentation piece. I like statement pieces when people walk into the house and be like, it's not just the floor. It's like, wow, look at your floor. Oh my goodness, look at your bathroom.
Yeah,
you know, so
really
it makes
quick,
a difference.
Yeah, really quick before we get out, you mentioned your mother. Just briefly tell me, like, how does she influence you and what you've been able to do?
Well, of course, you know, as a teacher, she instilled a lot of what she brought to the classroom with me at home. And, you know, again, you know, art is all about attention to detail. It's all also about expression and creativity.
Right.
And these are things that I apply to the flooring trade as well as, you know, the common sense aspect of, you know, a little bit of brute force and being tough and
now,
you know, doing some heavy lifting. So, you know, I've combined those things with all of my personal talents and, you know, made a business for myself.
Hey, well, you've definitely done that, Eric, and we certainly appreciate what you did to bring our studio back to life. And of course, if you guys are looking to get your flooring done, you can definitely contact Mr. Eric Stevens here. His information is going to be up there on the screen for you. We certainly do appreciate you stopping by, and I got to shake your hand one more time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Happy to be a part of it. Glad to see this, and I mean, glad to make my mark here.
Hey, my man, you will live here forever. All right. Now, when we come back, we're getting ready to crash the party with a comedian actor that you will probably enjoy because he's currently on a cruise ship. So we'll see when we get back. Stay right there.
Women, we know you look at other men. We know you do. We just don't catch you because you're quick. Oh, they do it much faster than we do, fellas. Oh, a woman's mind works faster than ours. A woman looking at a man, it don't take no time. You'll miss it, sir. A woman will go like this and see everything she needs to see. That's all it took. A woman go like this and count the change in a man's pocket.
Hey guys, welcome back to Living 757. You guys have just finished watching a good buddy of mine, Frank Townsend. He is from Chicago. He's been on BET's Comic View over 4 times, and he's also made some pretty cool cameo appearances in movies like Barbershop. So, I'd like to welcome to Living 757. What's going on? Comedian actor Frank Townsend. What's happening, my man?
Hey, what's going on, Quincy? But before I get started, I need to apologize
To who?
to Ashley and Patricia
Okay.
for taking Quincy away. Ladies, I apologize. I'm the reason he's on the ships. I'm the reason he has the job on the ship. So to be honest, I'm a little jealous of Quincy too, because
Really?
he's up there with a full head of hair. I don't know.
Hey, look, man, I started growing this thing about 4 years ago, bro. And so when I started the cruise ships, clearly I had like a short haircut, and you seem to be going backwards in time. I am so sorry, sir.
You know what? If I'd have known you were going to do that, I wouldn't have got the job. You didn't have to grow your hair. You started that when you got the job.
Yeah, well, look.
You wanted to show them you could grow hair. Ooh,
You know what? I'm not going to do this banter with you at all because you're hating on my hair. What I will do is ask you, where are you right now? Because it looked like you in jail or something, bro.
You could have braided it, man. You could have braided it. That's all I'm saying. You could have. You wore it out.
Yeah, man. So where are you right now?
Right now, I am on the Norwegian Joy.
Oh,
and we're
man.
headed to Bermuda.
So y'all headed to, hold up. You headed to Bermuda. Like, don't they have a storm or something that's headed that way? Like a tropical storm or something?
Dude, we in a storm right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I am.
That's why I'm in the room, because it's the only place that's quiet, because everything's inside now, because no one's on deck.
Yeah.
Because it's storming right now. So I had to find, it's the only place that was quiet.
Got you. So you being from Chicago, right? You're one of Chicago's finest comics, been doing your thing for a while, but you also ended up in that classic Barbershop. That was one of Ice Cube's classic movies, man. That very first Barbershop movie. How did you land that cameo appearance? Because that was pretty cool, bro. Because there was a lot of Chicago comics, right? D. Ray Davis.
Oh, it's a gang.
Yeah.
Well, here's what happened. I had an agent at the time. It was for acting, and I landed the audition. So when you get to the audition, they got everybody lined up.
Yeah.
The director of the movie was a guy named Tim Story. Now, if you know Tim Story, he looks exactly like Damon Williams, comic from Chicago.
Oh, wow.
So when you walk in the room, he's sitting across with all the other people that are involved, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh man, that's Damon. I got this.
Yeah. And it's not him.
And for like, I spent 5 minutes. They spent 5 minutes trying to convince me that wasn't Damon.
Oh, wow.
That's how much they look alike.
Wow.
So after that, I just laughed, and they gave it to me.
Wow. Well, hey, look, it's always good to get a cool movie role and do your thing. Now, I gotta, I'm gonna go a little bit off script. Now, let me find out what's more scarier to you. Okay, is it Chi-Town's gangs, or hold up. Is it Chi-Town's gangs, or is it one of your favorite bits about people on motor scooters, on those motorized scooters on the ship? Like, what's more scary to you?
Scooter people.
Scooter.
Easily.
The scooter people?
Gangs in Chicago, they're my cousins. I know they at. I know what they doing.
Yeah.
The scooter people are reckless. They're the most dangerous people on the ship.
Okay.
You give senior citizens a scooter. Half the time, they don't even have licenses on land.
And they got it on the ship. Yeah.
They gave them a car and a drink package. That don't make sense.
And they sometimes double fisting as they driving down the ship halls. Okay, cool. So just want to really quickly let folks know, because you're on the cruise ships, like right now, like the Wi-Fi connection is not that good, but we're so happy that we got a chance to talk to you. Folks, Frank Townsend is going to be in town on August the 24th at my 11th annual Crash the Party fundraiser and comedy event. We do this every year, and we do it to help raise money to give back to people with speech impediments, such as myself. So, Frank, I just want to say thank you so much. I can't wait to see you when you get here, man. It's been a minute, and thank you in advance just for helping me out and being a part of this show. Can't wait to see you, bro.
Not hear the last statement, but it sounded like a compliment, so I'll go with it.
I'll take it.
It was good. I did it.
Perfect, man. Hey, be safe out there and enjoy yourself in Bermuda, bro.
All right, man. Have a good one, bro. I'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, now we're going to stick with the whole entertainment theme, and I believe Ashley is with a pretty cool entertainer in the performance studio.
That's right, Q. And we end every show with an amazing local artist from the 757. And when we're really lucky, we get to know them just a little bit better before they take the stage to perform. Today is one of those days, so I'm really excited to introduce to you guys Miss Dora. Hi.
Hi, Ashley. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I have so many questions. It's not every day that you meet an amazing female rapper.
Thank you.
So how did you get into that space? How did you choose rapping?
Actually, I did not want to rap. I've been doing this for about 13 years, and I started off doing poetry. My stage name was I Am Poetry.
Okay.
And so I started out doing that, and I wanted to put out books of poems. That was my heart's desire. And so I would share my poems with people, my friends, just people in the neighborhood, and they were like, Miss Dora, that sounds like rap. And I'm like, what? And I just blew them off. I'm like, I'm going to do poetry. I want to put out books of poems, and I want to be an author. And so I just kept getting, oh, you're a rapper, that's rap. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll give it a shot. And it just kind of went on from there. Like, I just started getting in the studio, and things just started opening up, and I began to enjoy the new craft. I would hear the beat, and I'm like, I can put my words to this? And so that's how it started out, and it just took a lot of time, a lot of practice. I had to really transition over to becoming a rapper, and that took a lot of patience and hard work and diligence to build up to who I am now. About 4 years ago, I just kind of rededicated my life back to God, and now I'm a Christian rapper, and that is what I'm doing now, to just spread the word and encouragement to help people.
I absolutely love that, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
Congratulations
you so much.
on that. That's always really exciting. So what did it take to go from poetry to rap? And as someone who is a writer, a poetry writer, do you hear a beat and you can hear the words, or do you hear the words first and then put them to a beat?
Well, when I first started doing the music, actually, I just wrote the song. I didn't do a hook. I didn't do anything. I had to learn how to take my words and break it up in rap form. I had to learn how to write a hook. I had to learn how to count bars. I still struggle a little bit with that, but I'm still learning how to count bars.
Okay.
And so it took me linking up with other artists in the area that knew how to rap. And so with their diligence and me just going and just staying consistent, I was able to take my poetry and turn it into rap. So sometimes if I hear the beat, sometimes the hook will come in first or the verses would come in first.
Okay.
It just depends on the beat, really, you know. It just depends how I feel it, how it goes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We are running out of time, but I want you to be able to tell our viewers where they can follow you, where they can find you.
All right, so my name is Miss Dora Antrim. You can find me on Facebook. You just type in Miss Dora Antrim and I'll pop up. On Instagram and Twitter, it's at IamPoetry22, and TikTok is at IamPoetry2.
Thank you so much, Miss Dora. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a break, but when we come back, this beauty is performing, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the coolest show in town.
It is.
Q, I'm happy you're back.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm happy I'm back too because segments like this, see, I never got any.
That was a nice deflection.
I never got any of these donuts, but look at what we have to eat amongst. I think it's over here. There it is. Ooh, oh, so good. Ooh, hold up. The one that's missing, and you know what? You are fast. I literally just opened the box. How
Call
did
me
you get
Houdini.
that?
So this is the one I decorated.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take a little bite because I'm gonna split it with Mel.
Okay, yeah, go on and take a bite of your own creation. That's so cool.
Oh,
Get a
that's
chance to
really good.
make your own donuts. Now, I should be eating me some donuts while I go to therapy to talk about getting over what Peter Garcia did to me back when I was in elementary school. Happy back to school, kids. Don't let Peter Garcia get y'all. Okay.
Speaking of therapy, remember
Yeah.
when I did the ambulance ride-along with the Virginia Beach
Oh,
Volunteer
yeah.
Rescue
Yeah,
Squad?
yeah.
They have implemented a therapy dog program. So it's
Really?
both for the first responders, and it's also for people who are on the job during live calls.
Okay.
So basically, they practice techniques where they can help take the stress away from first responders who are on the scene of accidents.
Yeah.
What a cool thing for the Volunteer Rescue Squad to
Yeah.
do for the people who participate.
Yeah, it's so cool. And, you know, and these dogs, like, I didn't realize until we got our dog, right, how much they can feel your energy and how much they can actually calm you down
Yes.
and things of that nature. So that's pretty cool that they do those cool things out there.
I know.
like that,
And
yeah.
did you know that they can actually like take the stress away from you? They like lean into you, and I don't know the like technical name for it,
Yeah.
but they literally like transfer some of your energy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So cool.
Yeah, well, I need to talk to Seven, okay, because he's taking too much of my energy. I'm about sick of Seven right now. I'm playing. I'm playing. No, we love our dog.
I was like, that's
Seven.
a different show,
No,
Quincy.
no,
Come
we
on.
love our dog Seven. So make sure that you guys continue. Thank y'all for tuning in to us today. Make sure you guys check us out. We're on all the platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and you can also scan the QR code that's right there on your screen as well.
Yes, or you can send information to share@living757.com.
Oh yeah. Now, as we always do, we're going to leave you with our performer. You saw in the interview, Miss Dora, with this is called. I know I have it here.
Press
On.
Bless. Press. Yeah, I know who it is. Miss Dora on the track again. What's good, A-Rex? Yo, times are stressful, trials are dreadful and deadly. Tribulation's heavy, no, I'm not ready, it's scary. Millions are dead already, got caught up in the COVID. Berserking, we panic from China, the pandemic. Sick and chaotic, we need the antibiotic that got it. Fear of the virus, we cried a Christ in the crisis.
terrorists in terror, a major hysteria affecting our area. How will it end? We look for scenarios. Government knows, hold up their noses. Trump or Biden, yeah, I'm really not buying. They really be lying. The struggle is real. People are troubled and puzzled in need of the paper. How long will it take you? Another stimulus not benefiting off of this. Who's really in office? These bosses are lawless. They pocket the money. These profits they promise and profit. Taking these losses exhausted. Yes, the people we lost it. Cheer, press, you gotta press on and be strong. I know it's hard, days are long, you gotta hold on. Press, you gotta press on and be strong. I know it's hard, days are long, you gotta hold on. Press, you gotta press on and be strong. I know it's hard, days are long, you gotta hold on. Press, you gotta press on and be strong. I know it's hard, days are long, you gotta hold on. And properties, coppers, they using they choppers, the choppers. African Americans, they wanna bury obituary, very unjust. See no adjustments, we black and they judge us. We been oppressed, we try to protest and protect. System neglects, put knee on our necks and off to the black rejects. We catch it the worst, bodies in hearse, injustice it hurts. How long will it be? Targeting me and my people, unequal is evil with lethal weapons, we're being threatened. Mothers are mourning, you black is no warning, you dead before morning, black lies they ignoring. Yeah, U-N-I-T-Y, that's the unity. Press, you gotta press on and be strong. I know it's hard, days are long, you gotta hold on. Press, you gotta press on and be strong. I know it's hard, days are long, you gotta hold on. Press, you gotta press on and be strong. I know it's hard, days are long, you gotta hold on. Press, you gotta press on and be strong. I know it's hard, days are long, you gotta hold on. Cheer, bless, you gotta hold on. Press, you gotta hold on. Days are long and it's hard, you gotta hold on. Bless, press,
Press. Cheer.
Thank you.